can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome everyone to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Air Force Falcons offense is on the field for the first time today. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade, helping this Navy defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's Clemens. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Falcons have this offense rolling. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Wants to fire on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, these slant routes you throw quick. It's a timing route. You throw 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll try the run. There he goes. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The midshipmen come to the line on 3rd and inches. Surging forward on the sneak. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Boom. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. They're going to ride this running back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there, and just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never...
Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown, Navy! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Caught over the middle. It's Markway. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the stakes.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And this offense now is decision time. Man, they put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And the gamble pays off. Down in tight in the red zone. You go for it on 4th and short. You pick up the first down, and now you've got your whole playbook at your disposal. This offense, they're thinking 6 points.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. Looking for the tie with the extra point. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. And here comes the Navy offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down, still moving. At midfield, he's got room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The midshipmen got the explosive play on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Toss sweep right. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Markway.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Knox. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. He unleashes a long one. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll run it from the gun. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Crosses the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put...
He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Chambers. The quick out. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Give to the running back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Kept it, and he's past the marker. At the 40, there he goes. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good.
Oh, he's got some space. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Falcons are rolling down the field. Right back to the well. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Gets it out fast. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The snap sets up to throw. He's going for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Extra point here will tie the game.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Punt is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Falcons line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. The punt can bail them out. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes the Navy offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Oh, he's got a chance. Nice move there. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll ride the hot hand. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offense.
He's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Pulls it in. It's Knox. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Got it in the middle at Stanley. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Spits it out to the back. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. This deep in the game, the entire outcome can swing on who makes the big play. And this time, great play by the defense.
Phenomenal job of just keying in. You could tell that defense was expecting that play with the game on the line. They had 11 guys on the same page. Phenomenal effort. Great job by the defense.
He needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. They're going to test the right side with this one. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. 3rd down after the run. Handoff to the lone back. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking for a man. It's Chambers. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. To the air on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And this defense is... spinning, he gets it down to the 27.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get outside on the jet sweep. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Navy now facing 3rd and short. Defense in press coverage. The give on the option. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Never a doubt. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Here comes the heat. He's taking the deep shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Man, it's so nice to have guys like this who do the right thing. You have to understand the situation. Yards don't get me anything here. I don't need yards. I got to get points, but that time is ticking. Nice job stopping the clock, getting out of bounds.
They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Clemens. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time. We got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And this one can draw us even in the final moments. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this to tie things up in the final minute. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.